But you had a threesome and we're asking me in drugs.
I'd like to see proof of that.
Do either of you have the number of my other show?
I lent her $400 to pay her pawn shop bill.
Okay.
She had put a sentimental necklace and 2 iPads up for collateral for a loan. And if you don't pay the bill, they end up...
they get to keep it.
They get to keep them. So I paid off the whole bill, which was $400. We made an agreement that she would pay me in 2 to 3 months.
Okay.
The job's starting.
Waited for 6 months to ask for my money. She only paid me $60.
Yeah.
Every time it was only all excuses, had to pay her cell phone, had to pay the mortgage. Told me she gave her boyfriend $200. Well, if you had $200, why didn't you give me $200 and lend it to your boyfriend? Waiting for her check to clear, and then the final last straw was she lost her debit card and wasn't gonna get her direct deposit, but then miraculously the next day it appeared, and then she sent it to her mom, but then the account was frozen, and I had enough. I was good to her.
Yeah.
I lent her the money. I want my money back.
So this is why I don't have no female friends, because obviously they're all lying, backstabbing, using people.
Well, I used you.
And their character is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Just worthless as friends. I'd rather just have my pets in my life than people like her.
Okay, let her.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Anyways, so I got hired on New Year's Eve, and my job was supposed to start in March. But that's obviously when the COVID had hit.
Yeah.
And due to that, they had delayed my job. We were through the whole time conversating back and forth.
Okay.
Now, there was also times where she has had me drive to her house to bring her marijuana. She's picked up marijuana from me, and it's all been towards helping this out, what I owed her, plus the $60 cash. I've given her...
So bringing the weed was a repayment, is what you're saying?
Yeah, absolutely. It's not free.
No.
I had a medical
That
card,
was not
and they
the
knew I
agreement
got
that was
the
made.
best.
That was
All right,
not
I
the
gotta
contract
check.
that was signed.
I
have
gotta
text
check.
messages.
Hang on,
Okay, I gotta check to see whether weed is accepted currency.
Well, there's actually
Okay.
a text in here about
Well,
it.
how much weed would you have to give her to make up $400?
I gave her $60 cash,
Okay.
and
so
then I gave
that's where
her
we get
at least
340.
10 times an eighth of out, which
No.
is about
No.
$30.
Okay, well,
That's absolutely not true.
Okay, so what you're saying is in paying her back, one of the things you're saying is you were giving her some
Yeah,
weed that had
anytime
a
she
value,
needed
certain
it,
value.
whether it was cigarettes, weed, whatever she needed, she
Yeah.
could come by and pick up whenever.
Yeah.
And I also gave her over $500 worth of clothes. I don't owe her anything.
If those things were towards the loan, why wasn't that stated?
How long were you guys friends to begin with?
About 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years.
Long time. Friendship is ruined. And then on top of it, she lied to my boyfriend, telling him I cheated on him.
You started out by saying it's so hard to get in life.
Yeah,
I mean, really
absolutely.
good friends. Is it worth
No,
messing up a friendship for
no,
$340?
the friendship is ruined. It was already ruined the moment she told me. She blocked me on social media. She blocked me on the cell phone. How was I supposed to get in a hold of her?
object,
You know what I mean?
excuse me.
Yeah.
She also, you can't trust her details or anything from her. She has also been a scammer. Evidence right here. She scammed the doctor's office for a cell phone. This is just towards her character alone.
Oh, should we talk about
And there's-
your character? Because if I thought we were going there, I would have brought everything. But I didn't do that to you
did
because
know
I
we
got
were
girl
going
code,
here,
sweetie.
You did know
Thank
it was
you.
going here, honey.
Nah.
So don't even.
Okay.
But anyways, her.
Did you
she
did you
threatened
tell
me.
her
I ended
boyfriend-
up even having a fist fight with a friend of hers that she
That has
introduced
nothing
me
to do with this.
And
That has
she
nothing
never
to do
even
with this
stepped
because
up.
you were
She's talking
shady
about
to my
girl
friend,
code.
and she ended up
Okay.
beating you up in a gas station. Has nothing to do with me.
So what happened?
So
What?
her friend beat me up in a gas station over a situation of her friend being a prostitute, a known one, and you know that.
I think that's because you were too, and y'all were doing business together, right?
Wait a
But you
second.
had a threesome and we're
okay.
asking me in drugs.
I'd like to see proof
Yeah.
of that.
Do either of you have the number of my other show?
Can I show you my evidence, please?
Yes.
B3 and B4.
Before what?
B3 here.
Yeah.
She admits to owing me money. You know that you were going to get paid, and I told you next week was going to be good money. Yet again, another excuse. I have a promissory note signed on February 12th, 2020, stating I lended her $400 and she would pay me back within 2 to 3 months.
If the weed and the clothing was to be, in fact, repayment for the loan, under the law, there has to be an agreement by the person who is owed the money that I will accept your clothing, I will accept the weed as repayment for the rest of the loan. 10-year friendship, $400.
A drug friendship.
It
You
just,
showed your worth. It was $400.
Yep.
well, actually, it's down to $340. And
It's worth it to get you out of my life.
That's why I'm
okay,
here.
good luck to both of you. I find for the plaintiff in the sum of $340.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. I learned my lesson from this girl. There will never be a relationship between me and her ever again. I don't want nothing to do with her or her type.
I'm glad everything's done and over with and happy to be on my way.